Team Fortress 2 has a lot of unlockable weapons. Like, a lot. And a lot of these unlockable weapons happen to be secondary weapons. Unless you're engineer. When most games relegate your secondary weapon to nothing more than switching to your pistols always faster than reloading, TF2 takes it to another level. Secondary weapons have a vast array of use, whether that's clutching out a kill with a pistol, or sacrificing firepower for the utility of the gunboats, or one of the banners. TF2 has a lot of secondaries, so when it comes to Soldier, I think he'll just use the gunboats, baby. Who needs a shotgun anyway? Rocket jumping is so much fun. Why would I need a shotgun? I have Splash. I can hit air shots. Man, I love... Oh yeah. Air Blast. Huh. Doesn't matter, this kill looks easy and, oh. Man, if I only had a weapon that counted Pyro's Air Blast. Well, there's always the shotgun. The shotgun is the stock secondary for the Soldier, firing 10 pellets, each doing 9 damage at point blank. And considering the Soldier is one of the 4 classes who use this weapon, you think it would be highly powerful in a casual setting and a ton of people would use it. Nope. Most people just use the gunboats. In my personal opinion, this weapon is highly powerful. This weapon's main purpose is for switching to when you run out of rockets. It takes 0.92 seconds to reload 1 rocket. It takes 0.67 seconds to switch to your shotgun. It's very likely that an enemy gamer will die in 1 to 2 shots, as you've already used up 1 to 4 rockets on them. Of course, if you suck, you might have to hit them with a 3rd shot. If you find yourself in a scenario where you're roaming the map and turns out that you don't have any rockets, you can switch to your shotgun to do their damage. You're still not with me, and I know you don't want to give up your gunboats, but look, let me show you more. See, this weapon is the perfect counter ratio to any pyros who are air blast gods and scouts who don't give up the high ground. In this event, it's very, why don't you just switch class? Hey. People love their mates. People played Spy when Jungle Inferno came out. You're not gonna pry someone away from their precious main class. As I was saying before I got rudely interrupted, this weapon counters the Pyro's Air Blast and Scouts because this weapon is hit scan. If you don't know what that is, that's okay. This weapon, when shot, checks if it's hit a hitbox. If it does, it deals the damage right away instead of firing a slow-moving projectile. A pyro can't air blast a bullet, and a scout will find it harder to dodge something they can't see. The scout's odd angle could throw off your aim, but of course, jumping could too. If you're in a scenario where you have a pocket, this weapon's the weapon to use. As if you need to rocket jump, you have overheal. And the pocket soldier strat is far more aggressive, meaning that you'll be out of rockets far more. Meaning that you have another way to protect your precious medic girlfriend. What about the banners, I hear you say? Well, most of the banners' upsides are redundant. Now, if you use the strat, check your mailbox, I sent something super cool. Of course, just like every weapon, this weapon has its downsides. Downside is not having that minus 60% damage from rocket jumps. It feels like ripping off the legs of the soldier. This downside is a major one because of how much fun it is to rocket jump. Ask anyone who has ever played Team Fortress 2. They love rocket jumping. So why would you give up the gunboats for 6 shots of a weapon that doesn't even have splash? Well, first off, get good. Second off, gunboats were built on the central mechanic that creates every TF2 weapon. Risk versus reward. The risk is not having that backup when you run out of ammo in a way to counter pyros and scouts. The reward is the less self-damage. What weapons should I, a really cool person who has liked and subscribed to the Chilled channel, use? Well, the stock rocket launcher is good. But most of this video was talking about this weapon as if you were using the stock rocket launcher, so we didn't need to dwell on this any longer. The Liberty launcher's 20% less rocket jump damage helps this weapon's major downsides, but then you have to carry all of the downsides that is running the Liberty launcher. So yeah, that sucks. The black box's lower clip allows the shotgun to shine a bit more, but at the cost of this weapon being useless with a pocket. I don't think the direct hit synergizes very well with the shotgun. It's useful if you miss all your shots, but if you miss all of your shots, here's a quick tip. Unequip this weapon. You know what? Just delete it. Also, the 25% extra damage is great, but you'll be killing classes in a lot less hits, meaning you'll be using the shotgun far less. I don't know how to feel about the rocket jumper. Got as a backup if you miss a garden, but just like the direct hit, if you're missing gardens, don't play Trollger. It's simple. Now, you could use this to kill a heavy, but just use the man treads. Also, if you want more movement with the shotgun, here's a quick tip. Press the comma key and press 1. The Mango is just worse stock. Nerfs Kritzkrieg, makes it so you'll never run out of ammo, meaning that you won't need to use your shotgun when you run out of ammo. And the lower building damage turns sentries from scrap metal into killing machines. Beggars, well... Overload jumping leaves you with no health. Loading mechanic means you'll be using the shotgun a lot less. You will run out of ammo due to the amount of rockets you're firing off, but most of the time the gunboats are much better. Airstrike's main gimmick requires you to rocket jump. You'll be firing off far more rockets, means you'll run out of ammo, but you have a bigger clip size, which means you're not going to be reloading as often. So... as for melees, don't use the bad ones, don't use the Gardener. Simple. In the end, I think you should give this weapon a chance. If you don't like it in the end, you can always switch back. I hopefully convinced you to use this weapon. I've been chilled, but now I'm not.